Thanks for watching. We appreciate you. Please, please subscribe.
After 6 weeks of testimony and 3 days of jury deliberations, the face-off in Fairfax is over. Yesterday, a jury sided with Johnny Depp in his defamation lawsuit against ex-wife Amber Heard, awarding him $15 million. However, the same jury also found Depp liable for a portion of Heard's counterclaim, awarding her $2 million. Afterward, Depp, who was not present for the verdict, thanked the court for giving him his life back. Heard says the jury's decision denied her the right to free speech. Meanwhile, an appeal actually could already be in the works, which means the legal drama could be far from over. But at the same time, the decision shocked some legal experts, since proving malice in a defamation case can be very difficult. So more on the decision, the impact, and what comes next. Fox 5's chief legal correspondent Katie Barlow joining us this morning. Good morning, Katie. It's good to see you.
Good morning, Holly. It's good to see you.
So I think it's fair to say that this was pretty surprising. I mean, the proof of burden in a defamation case, you know, the whole time through, everybody said, you know, it's nearly impossible for them to prove. So my question to you is, how were they able to convince the jury and prove that there was indeed malice on Amber Heard's part?
Well, you know what, Holly, I have the same exact question for those 7 jurors. I'm very interested in what it was like behind the scenes these past 3 days of deliberations, the near 13 hours they spent deciding the case. But as you said, actual malice is a really high legal bar to clear. And it's because Johnny Depp is what's considered, and Amber Heard is what's considered, a public figure, meaning someone who's chosen to make their life and their work a part of our public society, our public conversation, our public domain. And the Supreme Court has said, look, those kinds of people are, you know, they have decided to become public figures. And our First Amendment is so important and so robust and so protective. We want to make sure that if those public figures are suing for defamation, they've got to do a little bit extra work in order to prove that. And that's that actual malice standard, where you have to show that the person defaming you either knew that they were lying or close to knew that they were lying. Reckless disregard for the truth is the language under the law. A really high bar, a remarkable finding from the jury on both sides. They had to find actual malice for Amber Heard in defaming Johnny Depp. They also had to find actual malice in Johnny Depp's attorney, Adam Waldman, defaming Amber Heard, acting as his agent. So a remarkable finding by the jury yesterday.
I know that this is just opinion. We don't really know. But how much do you think social media played in the role of the jury? I know in theory the jury's not supposed to be looking at their social media feeds, but I mean, we had that break in the trial, and you know, all the jury, they have family members. I mean, it seems like, because it was, without saying, he won in the court of public opinion and definitely won in the world of social media. Do you think that maybe that was a factor at all?
Well, I think you could probably dub this pretty easily the TikTok trial. We were getting evidentiary lessons and lessons in hearsay on TikTok and other social media. So it was certainly rampant across social media. But look, juries take their job seriously, in my experience and in the experience of many attorneys, not just in Fairfax County, Virginia, but across the country. It's one of our duties as citizens of this country, given all of the protections that were discussed, like the First Amendment that we were just talking about. And so juries have a tendency to take that job very seriously, which includes not doing outside research every day when the jury left the courtroom, either for a brief recess or lunch, or at the end of the day, the judge reminded them every single time, do not do any outside research. And so while it's possible that social media and the social conversation that we were having about this trial infiltrated their social circles or their family circles or inside the walls of their home, juries tend to stay away from that as much as they possibly can. And so I would expect that the jurors in this case in Fairfax County did the same and took that job seriously and did not look at social media. But of course, you never know. You
never know, right? Okay, real quickly before we go, we don't have a lot of time. I know the appeal's going to be filed and all that. Realistically, okay, money changing hands, who walks away? I mean, Johnny Depp probably is already getting movie scripts. What happens from here?
Well, she's going to have 30 days to decide to appeal. It sounds like this morning her attorney went on the Today Show and said she is going to appeal. So that process needs to take place. And because of a new law in Virginia, the Court of Appeals is automatically going to review the trial record when she makes that appeal. And I think there are a few arguments she's going to make, including the fact that this case really belonged in California, where they both live and where a lot of the facts took place and where they both work. So that'll be one of the arguments I expect to see on appeal. It's something we'll, of course, be following here at Fox 5.
Katie, appreciate your insight for sure. Thanks so much.
Thanks for watching. We appreciate you. Please subscribe.